Lombardi Avenue here in the heart.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my...
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
61. That's right. At the 27-yard line. Check. Crunch. 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 Alert flare. Alert flare. 18. General. West. Switch. One up. Line, get on. One. 36. 3.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Check 55, Mike. Watch twist. 55. Echo. Watch the screen.
Second down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on 2nd and 16. Mariota throwing the out route and complete. That's King. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 41, Jones, and it's complete. It's Alex Collins. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On first down, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 28. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Mariota to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But Now it's third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Get your swerve on. Mike, 52.
Here's Mariota. On the crossing route, complete. That's King. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Two times. We got 3. One. Slam.
Now Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And his kick is good. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. That's complete. It's Collins. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, dude. You go tight. You're out. You got tight right there.
2nd and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Jones now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
218, chop. Go! Look at me! Go! No! Shoot!
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, orbit.
Hey, check, Mike 21, check, Mike.
Go.
He runs. Hey, check, Mike 21, check, Mike 21.
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw is Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's King. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check recon, 132 fight.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down. 4 down. Alert. One.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
It's a safety creep.
One.
80 weapon. Check 25. Check 25.
Stay at home.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Watch the run.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Five. Go.
Jones now on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Hey, Wood. Yeah. That's me.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Let's go.
Jones on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
4 down, 4 down. He goes to you. He comes to me, it's me.
Mariota to throw it this time. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mariota, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Returning is Peppers. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a first down run with Collins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. And that QB's trash. Let's go. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Running out of the gun, Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He's cracked.
Go. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. This one complete to Coleman. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Rosas' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Move. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down.
Now Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
1st down,
Alpha.
Giants.
Look at me. Zipper.
Drop deep.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert. 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jones now operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins.
Ready. 30 base.
It's a gain of 14.
Single.
And brings up 2nd down. At the
Pilot,
31
64,
yard line.
weak. Hey, Foxtrot. Yep.
Mike's 40. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
Ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now. Hey, wahoo.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Two-jet bomber.
At the 12-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Hey, Team 6. Hey.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Five.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Topper. Let's go.
On 3rd down, this is Collins. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards, first down Packers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking it.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Go! Bravo!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 3rd down, Collins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
3, 1,
Mariota to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Go. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Now Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Mike 8. Mike.
Go.
It's our time.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And some space here. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Check it out.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Green Bay, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it'll be their first loss of the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.